Windows 11 is sleek, but it can throw your day off with unexpected errors. We've all hit that wall. Cryptic messages, blue screens, and sudden slowdowns. But most common issues have simple fixes, no tech wizardry required. Today, I'll walk you through the top 10 Windows 11 errors and show you how to solve them step by step. Let's get your PC running smoothly again. Windows 11 driving you crazy? Let's fix it. Fast. Alright, let's dive into troubleshooting some common Windows Update errors. First up, we're tackling the infamous Windows Update error 0x80070002. This one can be a real headache, but don't worry, we'll walk you through it. It's a common issue, and thankfully, there are several ways to resolve it. This error usually indicates that there are corrupted files lurking in the update cache, effectively blocking your updates from installing correctly. Think of it like a roadblock preventing the update process from completing. These corrupted files can be remnants of previous failed updates or even caused by unexpected system interruptions. It's important to clear these out to get your updates back on track. So here's the fix, a step-by-step guide to get you back on track. We'll go through each step carefully so you can follow along easily. The first thing we need to do is stop the Windows Update service. This will allow us to safely clear the update cache without any conflicts. To do this, press the Windows key on your keyboard. This will open the Start menu or the search bar. Now type services.msc. This is the command that will open the services window. Once you've typed services.msc, hit Enter on your keyboard. This will launch the Services application. In the Services window, scroll down the list until you find Windows Update. It's usually listed alphabetically, so it should be easy to locate. Once you've found Windows Update, right-click on it. A context menu will appear. From this menu, select Stop. This will halt the Windows Update service. With the Windows Update service stopped, we can now proceed to clear the corrupted files. Next, open File Explorer. You can do this by clicking on the File Explorer icon in your taskbar or by searching for it in the Start menu. In File Explorer, navigate to your C drive. This is usually where Windows is installed. Then open the Windows folder. This folder contains all the core Windows system files. Inside the Windows folder, find the folder named Software Distribution. This is where Windows stores temporary files needed for installing updates. Now right-click on the Software Distribution folder and select Rename. Rename it to softwaredistribution.old. This effectively archives the folder, allowing Windows to create a new clean update cache. After renaming the folder, go back to the Services window where you stopped the Windows Update service earlier. Find Windows Update again, right-click on it, and this time select Start. This will restart the Windows Update service, allowing it to create a new software distribution folder. With the service restarted, Windows will now rebuild the update cache from scratch, ensuring that any previously corrupted files are no longer present. This process might take a few minutes, so be patient. Now, head to Settings. You can access it by clicking on the Start menu and then selecting the gear icon. Once in Settings, go to Windows Update. In the Windows Update settings, click the Check for Updates button. This will prompt Windows to scan for available updates. In most cases, after clearing the software distribution folder, the updates will now install without any further errors. The update process should proceed smoothly. This reset of the update cache effectively clears out any corrupted data that was causing the error and gives Windows Update a fresh start. It's like a clean slate for the update process. However, if you still encounter the error after trying this, don't worry, there are a few more things we can try. Try running the built-in Windows Update troubleshooter. You can find it by going to Settings. System and Troubleshoot Other Troubleshooters. This tool can automatically detect and fix common update problems. For persistent issues, it's also a good idea to double-check your system date and time settings. Incorrect date and time can sometimes interfere with the update process, so ensure they are accurate. Still stuck even after all of that? Don't lose hope just yet. As a last resort, consider running the System File Checker SFC tool. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and type sfc/scanout without the quotes and press Enter. This will scan and repair any corrupted system files. But for the vast majority of users, simply clearing the software distribution folder does the trick and resolves the 0x80070002 error. So keep this fix handy, bookmark this video, or write down the steps for any future update headaches you might encounter. It's a valuable troubleshooting tip to have in your arsenal. Alright, that's it for error 0x80070002. Let's move on to the next common Windows Update error and explore how to fix it. On to the next error. The blue screen. A sight that strikes fear into the hearts of computer users everywhere. Of death, that dreaded wall of text. Terrifying, especially when you're in the middle of something important. It can feel like all your work is lost. But don't panic. It's often fixable. With a little troubleshooting, you can often get back up and running. Most BSODs are caused by faulty drivers. These are the software components that allow your operating system to communicate with your hardware. Or they can be caused by bad RAM, which is your computer's short-term memory. If you see memory-related errors specifically mentioned in the blue screen, check your RAM with Windows Memory Diagnostic. This built-in tool can help identify if your RAM is the culprit. Press the Windows key to open the Start menu and begin your search. Type Windows Memory Diagnostic into the search bar and run the tool. Select the option to restart your computer and run the diagnostic test. Restart and let it scan your RAM for errors. This process might take some time, so be patient. If errors are found, indicating a problem with your RAM, replace the faulty RAM stick. This will likely solve your BSOD issues if the RAM was indeed the problem. No errors? Then your RAM is probably fine. Update your drivers, starting with the most critical ones, especially graphics and chipset drivers. Outdated or corrupted drivers are a very common cause of blue screens. Use Device Manager, which you can find by searching in the Start menu, or visit your hardware manufacturer's website for the most up-to-date drivers. For the latest versions, download and install them carefully, following the manufacturer's instructions. Still crashing? Don't lose hope just yet. Uninstall recent software or updates, particularly anything you installed right before the blue screen started. That might be causing conflicts. New software can sometimes interfere with existing programs or drivers. Most BSODs can be traced to hardware or driver issues, so again, focus on those areas first. Address those first. By systematically checking these common causes, you'll greatly increase your chances of resolving the issue. Let's move on to speeding up your PC. Is your PC crawling? Let's speed it up. First, trim startup programs. Right-click Start, open Task Manager, and go to the Startup tab. Disable non-essential apps, especially those with high impact. Next, check your power plan. Search Power Plan and select High Performance or Best Performance. This prevents Windows from throttling your hardware. Also, clear out temporary files. Type Disk Cleanup in the search bar and run it. Keep your system updated and scan for malware regularly. These quick tweaks reclaim resources and restore snappiness. If your PC is still slow, check for failing hardware or consider a fresh Windows install. Simple steps, big difference. Now let's fix your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi says limited access or no internet. Here's a quick fix. Open Command Prompt as administrator. Type and press Enter, then and press Enter. Restart your PC. This resets your network stack and often restores connectivity. Still stuck? Forget and reconnect to your Wi-Fi network. Update your network drivers from Device Manager. If the problem persists, reboot your router. Most limited access issues are fixed with a network reset. Fast, simple, and effective. Next, let's tackle system freezes. System freezes are maddening, but often easy to fix. First, update your graphics drivers from the manufacturer's website. If freezes persist, run sfc/scano in Command Prompt as admin to repair system files. Check for overheating. Clean your fans and vents. Disable unnecessary startup apps in Task Manager. Scan for malware with Windows Security. If all else fails, consider a system restore to a point before the freezes began. Most freezes are caused by drivers, overheating, or corrupted files. Address those and your PC should unjam. Now let's restore your audio. No sound? Start with the basics. Check your volume and playback device. If that's fine, restart the Windows Audio Service. Press the Windows key, type services.msc and hit Enter. Find Windows Audio, right-click and select Restart. Also, restart Windows Audio Endpoint Builder. Test your audio again. Still silent? Update or reinstall your audio drivers from Device Manager. Run the Windows Audio Troubleshooter from Settings. System Sound. Most audio issues are fixed by restarting services or updating drivers. Let's fix that black screen next. So you've just completed an update, and now you're staring at a black screen? That dreaded black screen of doom can be incredibly frustrating. It can feel like your computer is completely bricked, leaving you wondering what went wrong. Don't panic. Take a deep breath. While it might seem like a major catastrophe, often it's a relatively simple issue with a straightforward solution. We're going to walk through some common fixes to get you back up and running. First things first, let's try to bring up the Task Manager. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus S simultaneously. This is your first line of defense. If the task manager appears, great. Now go to File, then click on Run New Task. Type Explorer.x and hit Enter. This restarts the Windows Explorer, which is responsible for the graphical interface. No luck. Still staring at that void? Okay, time to move on to the next step. Don't lose hope just yet. We're going to force shut down your PC. Press and hold the power button until your computer completely turns off. Repeat this process 3 times in a row. This repeated interruption of the boot process should trigger Windows Recovery Environment, also known as WinRE. This is your gateway to more advanced troubleshooting tools. Once you're in WinRE, navigate to the Troubleshoot option. This is where we'll find the tools to diagnose and potentially fix the problem. Then, select Advanced Options. This will give us access to a range of utilities that can help us resolve the black screen issue. Look for Startup Settings within the Advanced Options. This allows us to modify how Windows starts up, which is crucial for accessing safe mode. Now click Restart. Your computer will reboot, presenting you with a list of startup options. From the Startup Settings menu, choose the option to boot into safe mode. Safe mode starts Windows with a minimal set of drivers and services, which can help us isolate the cause of the black screen. Once in safe mode, go to Control Panel and uninstall any recent updates that might be causing the problem. Sometimes, updates can introduce compatibility issues. Also, check your device manager and try uninstalling or updating your display drivers. Faulty or outdated graphics drivers are a common culprit behind black screens. After uninstalling the updates or drivers, reboot your computer normally and see if the issue is resolved. Fingers crossed. If the black screen persists, go back to WinRE and use System Restore to revert your system to a previous working state. Choose a restore point before the update that caused the issue. Remember, black screens are often related to driver problems or issues arising from recent Windows updates. Keeping your drivers up to date and being cautious about updates can help prevent these issues. Safe Mode and System Restore are invaluable tools in your troubleshooting arsenal. They provide a safe environment to diagnose and fix problems without the interference of potentially faulty components. It's important to stay calm and methodically work through these steps. Troubleshooting can be frustrating, but with patience and persistence, you can often resolve the issue. Now that we've navigated the black screen, let's shift gears and talk about another common PC problem: overheating. We'll explore some ways to cool down your potentially overheating PC. Is your PC overheating? Time to cool things off. Power down and clean dust from fans, heat sinks, and vents with compressed air. Don't block vents. Keep your PC on a hard, flat surface. Open Task Manager and close resource-hungry apps. Disable unnecessary startup programs. For laptops, consider a cooling pad. If overheating persists, upgrade your CPU cooler or add case fans. Monitor temperatures with free tools like HW Monitor. Preventing heat keeps your PC stable and extends its life. Next, let's recover your missing files. Lost files? Don't panic. Windows has built-in recovery tools. If you set up File History, connect your backup drive, and search File History to restore files. No file history? Right-click the folder where the file was, select Properties. Previous versions. Restore from an available backup or restore point. If these options aren't available, try third-party recovery software. Always back up important data to avoid future loss. Prevention is key. Set up File History or OneDrive backups now. Quick action boosts your recovery chances. Let's fix those DLL errors next. Almost done. DLL errors like MSVCP140.dll missing usually mean you need the Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable. Download the latest supported Visual C++ redistributables from Microsoft's official site. Install both x86 and x64 versions, restart your PC. Try launching the problematic app again. Still seeing errors? Reinstall the app. It may include the missing DLL. Run sfc/scano to repair system DLLs. Never download DLLs from random sites. It's risky. Most DLL errors are fixed with the right redistributables or a reinstall. Let's wrap up. That's it. 10 common Windows 11 errors solved. Most problems are less scary once you know the fix. Remember these steps and you'll spend less time troubleshooting, more time enjoying your PC. If a fix worked for you, comment, boom, my error disappeared. Subscribe and hit the bell for more quick tech solutions. Stay error-free and keep your Windows 11 running smooth.